The Sony A7R VI, the camera that's rumored to absolutely crush the competition in 2025 and beyond. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be counting down the days until its potential release, and you won't want to miss a single detail that could change how you shoot forever. Let's start with the bombshell that's got everyone talking. The sensor. Reliable leaks are pointing to an insane 80-megapixel full-frame A7R CMOS sensor. That's right, 80 megapixels. Imagine the level of detail you could capture. We're talking about cropping in massively on your images without losing quality, printing huge posters that look razor-sharp from edge to edge, or pulling out details in landscapes that you never even knew were there. Compared to the 61 megapixels on the A7R V, this is a massive jump. Almost double the resolution in some scenarios when you factor in the improved dynamic range and low-light performance these new sensors promise. But why stop there? Some sources are even whispering about possibilities pushing toward 100 megapixels in future iterations. But for the A7R VI, 80MP seems to be the sweet spot that's got insiders excited. This isn't just more pixels for the sake of it. It's about giving professionals the tools to create images that stand out in a crowded market. Now, think about what that means for your workflow. With 80 megapixels, file sizes are going to be huge, but Sony knows that. That's why leaks suggest a faster processor, likely an upgraded Bionz XR, paired with stacked sensor tech to handle readout speeds that minimize rolling shutter and keep everything snappy. Burst shooting could hit new highs for a high-res body, maybe 12 to 15 frames per second with full autofocus tracking. And speaking of autofocus, oh man, this is where it gets really exciting. Sony is rumored to be doubling down on AI-powered autofocus. We're talking next-level subject detection that doesn't just recognize humans, animals, or birds. It predicts movement, locks on instantly even in chaotic scenes, and tracks through clutter like never before. Imagine shooting wildlife or sports with a high-res camera that doesn't compromise on speed. If you've ever missed a shot because your camera hesitated, the A7R VI could eliminate that frustration entirely. But wait, because Sony isn't just targeting stills photographers anymore. The A7R series has evolved into a hybrid beast, and the 6 is expected to take video to pro levels that rival dedicated cinema cameras. Leaks are buzzing about 8K recording at 30 or even 60 frames per second, with oversampled 4K at 120 frames per second for buttery slow motion. No more overheating issues cutting your shoots short. Better heat management is a big rumor here. Add in 10-bit 4:2:2 color, S-Log3, and advanced profiles. And this could be the one camera that handles billion-dollar Hollywood looks and your YouTube vlogs without breaking a sweat. Content creators, hybrid shooters. If you're debating between a photofocus body and a video monster, the A7R VI might make that decision obsolete. Let's talk build and ergonomics because Sony listens to feedback. The A7R V already nailed the grip and that fully articulating screen, but rumors point to refinements. Even better weather sealing, a higher res EVF at 9.44 million dots with 120 Hz refresh for smoother viewing, and in-body stabilization pushing 8 stops or more. That means handheld shots in low light that are tack sharp, longer exposures without a tripod, and video that's steady as a gimbal. Battery life. Expect improvements there too, because no one wants to swap batteries mid-shoot with those massive 80MP files draining power. Of course, all this power comes with questions. What's the price going to be? Leaks suggest around $4,000 to start, putting it firmly in pro territory. But worth every penny if it delivers. Release date? Most credible sources are betting on late 2025 announcement, with shipping in early 2026, right on Sony's 3-year cycle from the A7R V. But here's the thing. Sony loves surprises, and if these leaks hold up, this camera could redefine what's possible in full-frame mirrorless. Now, let's get into comparisons because you need to know how this stacks up. Against Canon's EOS R5 Mark II, the Sony's rumored higher residential and AIAF could pull ahead for detail-oriented work. Nikon Z8 or Z9. Great cameras but Sony's ecosystem. Those G-Master lenses, the autofocus reliability, often edges out in real-world hybrid shooting. And don't sleep on Fujifilm's medium format if you're chasing ultimate resolution. But the A7R VI brings that power in a smaller, more versatile body with insane lens options. If you're a landscape photographer, Think about pixel shift mode pushing effective resolution even higher for gigapixel level detail. Portraits. That 80MP sensor will capture every texture in skin, every strand of hair, with bokeh from Sony's primes that melts backgrounds beautifully. Wildlife. Faster bursts and AI tracking mean more keepers. Weddings, events, studio, this camera adapts to it all. But is it worth waiting for? If you're rocking an older body like the A7R 3 or 4, absolutely, the jump will